So we're now on the execution side of things. This is the second screen I have, and I tend to only have two. I've got another one dedicated to effectively to news, but it's probably the least important one. Actually, no point me sharing this. So this is the execution side. I'm trading two of my accounts here. This is live trading, obviously. It's not the same or anything, and he's got got two jigsaw done trading micros here, but based on the actual full fat contract, the 6E depth. So I'm looking at Bookmap and the icebergs and stops, and here at the bottom, which can be useful gauges at time, and here I'm sort of trading those two accounts side by side on the micros. These are basically two different accounts of mine with different attributes, so although I'm in the same trade now, it's clearly not always the same thing. And the way I tend to do trade is not so much I'd prefer trading micros and full contracts. I tend to slice down orders, so I would have a parent order and some child orders if you want, the parent order being an average, and then we'll trade an average price, and that's as opposed to put 20 contracts in short or long. I'll put 2 in one place, 2 in another place, and 5 and 3 and 2 and so on, and pretty much how I tend to operate, rather than putting all my eggs in the same basket. So this is not what I'm doing, is more position trading and than actual, certainly not scalping. I try to scalp, I can't do it, it's not for me, I'm not good at it. I will win a few times and lose a few times, and then win again and then lose again, and then overall I'll spend the whole day having a lot of activities and giving a lot of commissions to my broker, but actually not generating that much cash. So again, I'm not saying this is something that should be avoided and or doesn't work or whatever the case may be, but I'm just saying whatever you do has to agree with you, and has to make sense to you, it has to resonate with you. You are done. It's all well and good to decide to be a swing trader or a scalper or whatever you want to call it. Names, it's just names anyway, it doesn't mean much, but more importantly is has to fit with you, and it has to make sense to what you do. Has to make sense, you have to understand it, have to be comfortable with it. It has to obviously be in an equation with your risk level and risk appetite and size of your account and risk you're ready to take, and so on, and the time as well you have to dedicate to it, because if you know some traders will only trade scalp and then do, because they know they only have a time window of an hour a day when they can trade, and they during that time they want to be making money, they want to be trading, so they will be the guys putting 20 contracts in and going one way or another, and be happy with making 10 points and end of story. It's not what I do. Again, you need to do whatever works for you. What doesn't work doesn't work, but this is not at all I'm just explaining and showing what I do, how I do it, and I've been doing this for 10 years or so, and it works well, and I simplified again over time, over the years. So if anything, I've got something very, very reduced in terms of workflow, in terms of things I'm looking at. It's very simple, and in fact, if I look at the previous video, which probably was 30 minutes, this one is 5 minutes so far. This obviously there's much more to, and much more subtlety, and much to say in each different section, but overall, I'm not gonna, I couldn't write a novel about it. It's very simple, and it's funny because the more I always find the more complex things are, the more the least effective they are. To me, what's effective is what's really, really well understood and absorbed, and if somebody can't explain something very simply, then they probably don't understand. It's something they do very, very well. I'm not really comfortable with it. So all that to say that yeah, this is what I do, and in the case of this is a general global sort of view. I'll probably try to do more videos on different subject each day. Feel free to comment, ask questions, reach out, whatever. Again, I'm not I trade mostly. I'm not here looking for clients or anything like that. I don't care. I don't need anyone. I trade my own accounts, and I'm perfectly fine with it. Happy to help if you need help. I'm trying to share a little bit, give back what some people gave me in the past. That's it. If you then looking to get something a bit more in depth and spend more time, we can always have a chat. But originally what I'm doing is passing on what I do. That's it. So enjoy the video. Hope it was not too long. And any feedback, please let me know. Cheers.